Hey friends, it's Catherine North. I am here to make you a pretty low-tech video from my kitchen, right here in the midst of a global pandemic. So for our family, this is isolation day 4. We started last Thursday night when Nick got back from an international trip. Today is Monday. All school is canceled in Alberta indefinitely. There are rumors flying that this is it for the rest of the school year. So this is just a little love note to every parent out there who woke up this morning or last night, saw the news, and their first response was panic. Because my first response was panic. Like, oh my God, we have 5 children. There's no school for 6 months until September. Like, and then you could pretty much just like watch my brain like melt out of my ears. So first, I want to tell you that if you're like, oh my God, I'm not cut out to be a homeschooling parent, or how the hell am I going to keep running my business? Or even harder, how the heck am I supposed to keep fulfilling the demands of my demanding corporate job while at home, while with my children? Before we do anything else, I just want to say, you're fine. You're having a normal human response to an extraordinary situation. Are we gonna get to the part where we problem solve? Yes. Are we gonna figure out how to do something with our kids? Of course we will. Are we gonna, come through this? Fuck yeah, we will. We have come through so much collectively, humans. My God, the things we can do. We can do this, friends. I would bet you anything that you personally have been through something harder and scarier than this already in your life. And it's important to remember that, because one of the things that happens when the whole world panics is that we start to feel really helpless. And we are not helpless. We have immense power. And I want to acknowledge that I'm saying that as someone with immense privilege. I always run my business from home, so this doesn't impact my business. I know that that's not true for everybody. That said, me or you going into the spiral of how terrible this will be for everyone is not super helpful. What is helpful is if you can stay home, stay home. Wash your hands, do all the things. You already know all of these things. Stay home, support small businesses, buy gift certificates to places that can't, be taking in their normal, like foot traffic. Just, all the things. You don't need me to tell you the things. You all know all the things. What I do want to tell you is a couple things that are helping us today. One is, like I said first, just permission to be a little bit panicked. It's okay. Not like I was not prepped to homeschool 5 children for the next 6 months. But we're gonna figure it out. But let yourself have your feelings. It's so tempting to be like, I have to be brave, I have to be awesome. And then we try and squash our feelings down. And what happens then is that then the feelings are like, I shall not be caged. Nobody puts baby in a corner. And they come like roaring out. So paradoxically, the more you can just let yourself get big and have all those feelings, the more calm you're gonna feel. The more calm you feel, the more you're able to come up with creative solutions to new and so interesting problems. All right, so first, let yourself just have all the feelings. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to go smash a sofa with a baseball bat, do that. Whatever you need to. If you need to like go for a walk around the block, I went and did a rage walk yesterday for a few minutes because of something that had happened. And then I came back and I was fine. So do whatever you need to do to let your feelings move through you. This does not make you a bad parent. It makes you a wise human. Second, give yourself and your family some structure. We are all just making this up as we go, okay? So nobody has it figured out yet perfectly. The basic thing we've done, I'm gonna show you, is we made this super complicated, super high-tech, super amazing list on a piece of, note paper. Oh, there's my husband. Hi, honey. I'm making a video.
But don't worry. First, we wrote down a really shitty first draft, and the kids said, they revolted and said, we don't like that schedule. Blah.
That's true.
And so then we took their consideration, their thoughts into consideration, and then we made
a new one.
Actually a shittier first draft on a scrap piece of paper. And then we made
this one. So, but I also told them that this is absolutely certainly gonna change. This is just our Monday schedule. It's an experiment. We're gonna see how it goes, and then we'll adjust. All right, so give yourself permission to make a crummy shitty first draft schedule, but do something. Because otherwise it can be like 4 o'clock and everyone is still in their PJs and no one has had a meal and you haven't even sent that one important email. The kindest thing you can do, the thing that will make you hate your children the least, is to come up with some sort of a schedule. We're being, super mean parents. We're requiring that our kids get up, get dressed, eat breakfast, and make their beds. And they are like, this is so unfair, there's no school, and I don't care. Because I know that the kindest thing we can do for them is to help them have some sort of a semblance of life going on. And the other thing is that we were just really honest with them. Now our kids are, our oldest is 13. We have littles, but I'm mostly thinking of the 3 bigger ones. You're gonna adjust this if you have tiny ones at home. But we also just said to them, like, listen, we don't know what's going on either. Everything is changing minute by minute. We're just figuring out as best we can, and we need your help. And kids do well in times of crisis when they believe or know that they can help. We all want to be helpful. So enlist your kids. Let them know that, like, you're not sure how you're gonna do your job and run your household, without any toilet paper either. I'm not saying you should scare them, but I'm saying we can talk to our kids and they can become allies in this. So we started our day with breath work with our friend Kristen Kelp. They did a snack and a story. Then the 3 bigs each took turns teaching a lesson to the little ones. They were met with varying degrees of success. They did science, then they did PE, then they did language arts. Everybody had lunch. The littles went down for quiet time. The bigs are in their rooms having quiet time, and quiet time includes they get to pick a project they want to learn about. So they're like watching classes on Masterclass, they're watching video editing tutorials, and that is why I am in this quiet, clean kitchen making you this video, because this is the one moment of quiet before they all come back and we're back into the chaos again. The bigs did a chore. What else? We're meeting a friend on Zoom and we're gonna all do an art project together in a little bit. Then we'll have dinner and we're gonna keep normal bedtimes. So your approach may be very different. You may be like, I don't wanna do a schedule, that feels really restrictive. I find that when we have this many people, it actually helps us to just go ahead and dedicate certain blocks of time to certain things. And you know what? If today all that happens is that your kids rot their brains on YouTube videos for 7 hours and you get to send that one important email, that's okay. That does not make you a bad parent. It just makes you someone who is figuring out a tough situation. So this is today. Tomorrow we're gonna do something different because it'll be a new day and we're just gonna keep figuring it out. I'm gonna try and make one of these videos every day, we'll see, while we're doing this, just because I feel like it can sometimes be so lonely, especially if you're the one at home with little kids. So if you have specific questions or something specific that you'd like to see me make a video of, drop it in the comments and I will make it. Hang in there, friends. As Glennon Doyle says, we can do hard things. And I think about all of the people who are doing truly hard things, who are trekking across, deserts with their babies on their back. And I think, you know what? We can do this. We got it. We're gonna be just fine.